Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shadow Realm Sports Podcast, your number one podcast for everything Miami Heat, everything NBA, and everything in between. Reporting live from the Shadow Realm. Yes, sir, 20 episodes down, 500 billion to go. We're just getting started, baby. Now, let's get right into it, man. Oh, my God. First of all, I want to apologize to Heat Nation. I'm sorry you had to see that garbage out there. Honestly, it was so obvious what was going on that court. This is the angriest I've been after a victory. I never thought I'd be angry in a victory, but I was just waiting for that game to end because what we saw transpire out there was just absolutely, I can't even put into words. It was disgusting. It was disgusting what they tried to do to us out there. So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Your Miami Heat were playing 5-on-8 out there, which is total bullshit. I'm going to try to lighten up the mood because we did win 109-103, but it was disgusting. So let's get right into it. First of all, pregame, your boy, my boy, everybody's boy, Kyle Lowry, back in the game after missing a few games with a hamstring injury, man. Back in the game. PJ Tucker, who suffered an injury last game as well. He's back in the lineup for tonight as well. Both of them had a huge impact. We do not win this game without either one of those guys tonight. So for your Miami Heat, both of them back. For the Boston Celtics, Robert Williams out with a sore knee. So right off the bat, your Heat come out of the gate swinging, man. Strus hits the first bucket of the game, a three-pointer, which set the tone for what was going to come for the rest of the night. Jimmy early on getting everybody else involved. Kind of taking a step back now that Kyle Lowry is back. Found PJ in the corner for his corner threes, signature corner threes. Found Gabe Vincent for a couple three-pointers. Sorry, not Gabe Vincent. Did I say Gabe Vincent? Finding Strus and Tucker early on. Like I mentioned, Kyle Lowry making his presence felt early on in the game. We needed him to be back. We do not win a championship. We do not advance from this series without Kyle Lowry. So right off the bat, making his presence felt, pushing the pace every time there was a miss on the Celtics side of the court. As soon as he got the ball, he was pushing everybody to go in transition, getting the ball out quick, making outlet passes, and really, like I said, just setting the pace for the rest of the game. Last game, we let the Celtics control the pace. This was completely different because our point guard, our QB1, back in the game. So your Miami Heat, 6 to 6 from the field to start. Bam, man, he heard all the slander from you guys. Oh, I don't want to point at it. But we heard the slander from everybody. Everybody's saying Bam needs to be more aggressive. He heard that, and he came right out swinging. 5 of 6 early on. Getting to the basket, creating passing lanes when he didn't have it. Just amazing. Just day and night from last game to this game. Your Miami Heat, 24/7 run. Just out-hustling the C's out there, man. Diving for loose balls. Multiple people on the deck. Hands up in everybody's face. Just super aggressive. Setting the tone for the rest of the game. Again, as I mentioned, Bam, 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist in the first quarter. Just heard the slander, and he said, nah, bruh. Quarter number 2, a lot of the same. Just swarming defense, tying up Tatum, going for those loose balls. Your Heat were absolutely on fire from threes. We could not miss. And at this point, the Celtics fan, with 8 minutes left in the quarter, booing their own team, dog. We could never, dog. I mean, even in the last game when we were down, how much were we down? Like 30, right? Even in the last game, when your Miami Heat left early, your Miami Heat fans left early, we were down 30-plus points. Did we ever start booing our own team? I know. We can never see it, dog. These people are spoiled. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but how do you boo your team with 8 minutes to go, dog? Come on now. Spoiled. Mystery box. Where's the Celtic pride that I hear so much about? Where's the Celtic pride that I hear so much about? That's a mystery. Mystery, man. Where's that Celtics pride? Nowhere to be found. Jason Tatum, man, absolutely cold. AWOL for the entire game. At this point, when their fans started booing him, he had 2 points on 1 of 5 field goals. Just absolutely sub-zero. He ended up the half with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Just someone send an ADP? I don't know these codes, man, but send some help, bro. You gotta. Where was Tatum, dog? That is also a mystery. AWOL. Couldn't find him. Caleb Martin came in for some super productive minutes off the bench, man. I can't say enough about these two-way players, about the way this Miami Heat squad, this coaching staff develops their players, man. a quick, short little stint. 6 minutes, 8 points, 2 rebounds, but just playing swarming defense, getting in passing lanes, closing out passing lanes. Just, I can't say enough, man. We're so deep, and, that's the type of production that you see. Very short minutes, but everybody knows their role. Everybody knows exactly what they're coming in to do. We're so lucky to have this team. So that's how it was for the rest of the quarter, man. Actually, they did start catching up because, like I mentioned before, the refs were completely on their side. At this point, they said, oh, look, it's getting a little out of hand. They're up 26 points. Let's bring it down. Let's bring them back down to earth a little bit. So at this point, they started calling the most bullshit calls, and it only got worse. So despite your Heat playing an excellent game, amazing D, the Celtics, fueled by the referees, go on a 10-0 run to cut the lead to 15 going to the half. And let me just say, because I'm no conspiracy theorist. I hate hearing people talk about these kind of things, but even the announcers, man, never, like I said, never want to give any credit to the Heat. Instead of saying how good we were doing on both sides of the floor, the very first thing they said when they cut to the halftime show was showing Jason Tatum's lone 3-point field goal, his only 3-point field goal of the half, and saying, this is it. This is the one that did it, man. This is the one that got the Celtics right back in the game. Then they cut to the graphic of the scorecard, 62-47. So you're right back in the game with 15 points down? 15 points down and you're right back in the game? Come on now. I mean, it was just so obvious what was going on. All the announcers were on the Celtics side. The referees were on the Celtics side. We never get no credit as a team. I don't know what it is, man. Is it a hatred for Pat Riley, for Jimmy Butler? I don't know, man. For the state of Florida, I don't know, man. This is why we get so many Florida man headlines, bro, because you guys just hate us, man. Florida man goes on rent against the Celtics. So just to give you some stats for the first half, again, Bam aggressive as hell. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. And then the rest of the squad just balanced, bro. Everybody else just balanced. Everybody getting their points in, playing excellent defense. Everybody getting their hand in the cookie jar, bro. 9 steals for the half. And again, just a lot of praises at the halftime show for the Celtics. Nothing for the Heat, whatever. It is what it is. But let me tell you this. It only gets worse with the referees because at this point, 18-3 free throws in favor of the Celtics. When the Heat took a lot more shots, we're getting a lot closer to the basket, taking shots inside. So how is it that we take more shots inside and we're not getting foul calls? 18-3 at the half. And it only gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. I will dive right into that. It was absolutely disgusting. Big headline, Jimmy Butler, our boy Jimmy Butler, out at halftime. It was shocking news. I was in the bathroom, and I get this text, and I go crazy, man. Jimmy Butler out for the rest of the game. Right knee inflammation. Insane. So your Heat have to not only play against the refs, 5-on-8, but now have to do it without their superstar. So in the third quarter, right away, it was an injury-ridden game for both sides. Marcus Smart rolls his ankle, goes back into the locker room. It looked, I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty nasty. I thought it was way worse than it actually turned out to be. Actually, we don't know the status of it yet, but it was a high ankle sprain. Looked gross. I was in spaces afterwards, and a lot of our fans were saying that it was all theatrics. I don't think so. If you ever had a high ankle sprain like that, it absolutely sucks. It sucks, and your foot swells up. I mean, you can keep playing because of all the adrenaline and you wrap it up, but he's going to feel it more tomorrow and for the next game that he was feeling it now. That thing is going to swell up like a balloon, so I hope he recovers. It wasn't theatrics. It was a nasty ankle roll. So I hope he gets better, but he did come back into the game. Thank the Lord. Again, over here, no disrespect to anybody from either team. We always want to see every single player go out on the floor and give it the best they got. We're never trying to see anybody hurt. I don't care if you're a Heat fan or a Celtic fan. If you're ever feeling good about another player getting injured, you're a piece of shit, honestly. No gloves today, bro. Gloves are off, but you're a piece of shit if you want the other team to get hurt. That's not how we play around here. This is their livelihood at the end of the day. But right back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Depot, man, just putting an absolute masterclass on defense. Really setting the tone for the rest of the half. Just closing out, just steals galore, bro. Ended the game with 4 steals overall. Bam as well, defensive player of the year in my eyes and a lot of people's eyes. Just turning that defense to offense, staying aggressive on the defensive side, transitioning and getting to the basket. Really stayed aggressive the entire game, bro. We do not win this game without Bam. No more slander, please. Heat fans, no more slander. That's our boy. He really does this shit. He really does. You know? At this point, Marcus Smart comes back in the game, and the crowd goes absolutely insane. And again, not only do they have 3 extra players on the floor with the Zebras, man, with the boys in stripes, but now they have Marcus Smart coming back out of the gate like he's Paul Pierce. Everybody's cheering. The momentum swings completely. Your Heat goes stagnant on offense. Can't buy a 3. No flow offensively, and that's in part due to the rest because every single time we got anything going, there were just a whole bunch of whistles for the Celtics. Smart ends up hitting a huge 3 to cut it to 10, but thank the good Lordy Lord for Kyle Lowry, dog, because he is a champion, a proven champion. He came in and he stopped the bleeding, hit a 3. Bam as well, offensive board, huge putback. Also stops the bleeding because at this point we were so stagnant. It looked like the momentum was going to swing completely. Tyler was just cold. This is the only mention I'm going to have of Tyler of this game because he just not playing himself lately, man. He is not playing like himself. He was absolutely missing for this game. We were better with him off the court. So he needs to get it going. He needs to do better, honestly. That's the 6th man of the year. Got to start playing like the 6th man of the year. But your Heat cut it back up to 15 to head into the 4th quarter, and this is the moment where I'm telling you, this shit got disgusting, man. Disgusting. I knew for the rest of the game it was going to be us against the referees, really, because there was no way they wanted it to be that far apart, And I do want to talk about this. Early in the 4th quarter, Tatum disappeared for the game, right? Disappeared, like I mentioned earlier, AWOL, but the ESPN announcer's still praising him. I don't know how. I don't know how you could do that. Just completely disappear as a superstar. Disappeared, and these analysts just don't talk about it, man. They rather talk about Tyler Hero disappearing, just like I'm doing right now, and not about Tatum, who's supposed to be their superstar, man. I don't get it. At this point, I do want to give you guys a master class on refereeing, okay? Because at this point, it was 27 free throws on the Celtics side to 5 free throws on the Heat side. So if you could just pass me because I just want to give everybody a master class on refereeing, okay? So when you have the ball in your hand, right, because this is how we teach it when we play street ball. When you have the ball in your hand, slap it out of the offensive player's hand, and you get all ball, right? Literally the ball. That's what we call a clean play, all ball. Right now, when you do that, that's considered a foul. 100% of the time, that's considered a foul. Especially now with all the technology where we have replays. This right here, let me show you one more time, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is a foul. Apparently, they don't teach this at these NBA refereeing academies because Bam went up for a shot where he was clearly slapped on the wrist. They went to the monitors and overturned it. And it was that's why I'm saying it's absolutely disgusting because there's no way in hell that should have been overturned. So it was so obvious what they were trying to do to us at this point. The momentum completely switched. And after that, the Celtics were able to cut it to 1 point after we had a 26-point lead. Absolutely disgusting, dog. But your Heat never giving up. Bam came right back, slammed it in Brown's face, said, if you're not going to give me the calls, I'm going to take it right to the damn rim. PJ started hitting threes. Vic came back, started playing D, keeping us in the game despite the disgusting calls from the referees, dog. The Celtics had a huge 12-0 run, and your Heat came right back, took it on the chin, dog. Took it on the chin. I can't. I'm so proud of this team for having to face 8 people on the court tonight. Strus ends up hitting a huge 3 off a timeout drawn up by Kyle Lowry, our point guard. Then he played excellent defense on the other end on Brown to force a turnover. Again, one of the 23 turnovers for the Celtics. And then Kyle Lowry sealed the deal with another steal. The end of the game was completely dragged out. Again, bro, just disgusting. Just disgusting. I want to, it was such agony watching the end of this game because I just knew what they were doing. And it was just, when the clock hit 0, it was just like a sigh of relief, man, because it was just absolutely disgusting. So let's wrap this up as well, because it takes more than the referees to beat us, okay? You're going to need to come harder than that, all right, Celtics? Just some talking points for you guys. Again, aggressive Bam is a winning formula. When Bam is aggressive getting to the rim, we win. Bam ended up with 31 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Kyle Lowry, again, back in the lineup is huge for us, pushing the pace, setting the pace. Depot, Again, I can't believe he completely fell out of the rotation at one point, and now he's just back putting on a masterclass and doing exactly what we got him for. Shout out Depot. No Jimmy, no problem, dog. We have the deepest bench in the NBA. So no Jimmy, no problem, but that is something to look at. We do need Jimmy to win the championship, but this team just gutted it out without him, man. I'm so proud of them. And again, statistically, this game should not have been even close, dude. Let me give you some stats. 23 turnovers for the Celtics, 19 steals from the Heat. A masterclass. Franchise record, by the way. 33 points off turnovers, and the only reason the Celtics even stayed in the game was because of the damn Zebras, okay? So that's all I got to say for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We stole one on the road. It is 2-1, going right back to the Garden, where hopefully they don't try to do that wishy-wash, punk-ass, refereeing-ass. Hopefully they don't try to do none of that again, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. I'm still angry about this damn victory, but I shouldn't be, right? Someone pay Pepas. That's how we're going to go out of this damn broadcast. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you, appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around with us. Thank you for listening to my masterclass in refereeing. Hopefully the referees catch that too. And yeah, just want to say, follow us on all platforms, Shadow Realm Sports on Instagram, Shadow Realm SP on Twitter, and my personal page, Drew What It Do. Again, sorry for being in such a bad mood because of this, but it is what it is, man. Your Heat up 2-1. Let's go back to the Celtics house and stomp them out again. Let's do it, baby. One love. Peace.